There is a kind of pain that does not come from enemies. It comes from the people who smile at you, then laugh when you turn away. This is the story of a man named Daniel, and how the world learned to stop laughing. Daniel was 26 years old. He lived in a small town by the river, where everyone knew everyone. And everyone knew Daniel as the slow one. Not slow in mind, slow in life. While his friends bought new cars, Daniel still rode an old bicycle. While his cousins posted pictures of new houses, Daniel still lived in one small room above his mother's shop. He had a dream, a simple one. He wanted to build his own carpentry business. Something small, something honest. But every time he tried, something pulled him back. "I'll start tomorrow," he told himself. "Let me rest today. I'll wake up early next week. I still have time. I'm only 26. Days turned into months. Months turned into years. And slowly, without noticing, Daniel became a man who only talked about his dreams. He never built them. His old friend Marcus noticed this too. Marcus was different. Marcus was loud, confident, and always had a new plan. He opened a small furniture shop the same year Daniel first talked about carpentry. At family gatherings, Marcus would smile and say, "Daniel, are you still thinking about that workshop of yours?" The room would laugh. Softly, politely, but it still hurt. Daniel would laugh too, so no one would see how deep the words cut. That night, he sat outside his mother's shop, looking at the river. His mother, an old woman with tired but kind eyes, sat beside him. "They laugh because you are still standing at the start," she said. "Not because you cannot run." Daniel looked at her. "But Mama, everyone is already ahead of me." She shook her head slowly. "Ahead is not a place, my son. It is a direction. You can start walking in it today, even at midnight." Daniel did not answer, but her words stayed with him, quiet, like a seed under snow. The next morning, something small changed. Daniel did not build a workshop. He did not quit his job. He did not make a dramatic speech. He simply picked up one piece of wood, and he carved one small spoon. It took him 3 hours. It was not perfect. One edge was uneven, but it was finished. For the first time in years, Daniel had finished something. He kept going, quietly, without telling anyone. Every evening, after his shift at the market, he spent 1 hour in the small shed behind his mother's shop. One spoon, then a bowl, then a small stool. No videos, no announcements, no praise. Some nights he wanted to stop. His hands ached. His mind whispered the old words. "You're too slow. Others are already ahead. Why bother now?" But he remembered his mother's voice. Ahead is a direction, not a place. So he kept walking in it. 1 hour a day. A year passed. Marcus's furniture shop grew fast. New store, new workers, new pride. At the next family gathering, Marcus laughed again. "Daniel, still cutting wood in that little shed of yours?" Daniel only smiled. "Still cutting," he said calmly. No anger, no shame, just quiet steadiness. Something in that calmness made the room go quiet too. People were not laughing anymore. They were watching. 2 years passed. Daniel's small shed could no longer hold his work. He rented a tiny space near the market. One table, one shelf, a few tools. He was not famous. He was not rich. But every piece he made, he finished. And people began to notice the quality. A woman from the next town ordered a table. Then a family ordered chairs for a wedding. Then a school ordered benches for its new classroom. Slow, steady, real. Then came the 3rd year. Marcus's shop, the one that grew so fast, began to struggle. He had expanded too quickly, borrowed too much, managed too little. One by one, his workers left. The store closed its doors. Marcus stood outside his empty shop one evening, and by chance he saw Daniel walking by, carrying wood for a new order, whistling softly. Marcus called out, almost in disbelief, "Daniel, you're still doing this?" Daniel stopped and turned. He did not smile with pride. He simply said, "I never stopped. I was just slow enough to build it right." Marcus said nothing. There was nothing to say. Word spread through the town. Have you seen Daniel's workshop? He built all of that alone, little by little. People who once laughed now brought their friends to see his work. His mother, older now, sat outside the workshop many evenings, watching her son measure, cut, and build. The same way he once carved that first uneven spoon. She never said, "I told you so." She only smiled because she already knew. Slow does not mean stuck. Slow, sometimes, is just the sound of something being built to last. If you are the one still walking, still starting late, still being laughed at quietly by people around you, remember this: you do not need to be fast. You only need to be finished. One small step today is worth more than 100 plans tomorrow. If you feel this story can help someone, like, share, and subscribe for more stories.